Something Something Movies is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Applause!
all right. Yeah, let's do it again. And welcome back to Something Something Movies.
We're back on air, ladies and gentlemen.
The great return, the great comeback, the great...
The Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, with a vengeance.
Except Tina is the Empire.
Tina...
And we have been struck back by Tina.
Damn it, Tina.
Just an update, but, just to let you know why we disappeared for a while.
Complete transparency over here.
Here's the thing. Tina likes to do this. Tina is our executive intern, by the way, for those of you who don't know.
For now.
I
screamed. I'm sorry.
It's the anger. I totally understand. Understandable. But
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Tina does this thing where she likes naming her folders like really weird names, and coincidentally, she named the folder for all of the Something Something Movies episodes the recycling bin.
I'm still upset.
So there was one day where she mixed up the actual recycling bin with the folder recycling bin, and then deleted all of our stuff.
That was 1 month's work. Our interview with Leonardo DiCaprio was
We got
on
it.
there.
We
got
it.
it. My mom was able to get Leonardo DiCaprio on the show.
Yes.
And Tina just deleted it. And every day, for some reason, she always empties her recycling bin.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all, but you know what? No matter what, Tina is stuck by us, so we're going to keep her around.
I feel like she just wants, fame. I feel like
we'll have her on the show one day. She'll have her time to shine. And also, another update about our sponsor.
Yeah, Tina screwed the pooch on this one as well. Didn't pay him.
We have zero faults in this.
We do. So sponsor, if you're listening, you're still contracted with us, we will give you your money.
But we are currently hiding from you, as you did threaten us with a steel pipe just a couple of months ago. We digress. It's time for us to get back into the usual programming. Let's start with, of course, real movie news.
All right, awesome. So it has been a while since we were on the show. So a lot of stuff has been happening in Hollywood. There's a big trend that's happening right now, which is Stephen King movies. Just this year, Dark Tower came out, also It. Two very different movies in the spectrum of certified fresh and certified rotten.
That's true.
Just this week, news broke out that there will be a new Stephen King book turned into a movie called The Talisman.
Okay, and I assume this is about a talisman.
Yes. You're right, Renzo. That's why you are in this podcast.
There you go. What else is this movie about?
Well, it's a very fantastical story about this kid who's trying to find a talisman, and he goes to a different world, and it's weird because these people in these different worlds have alternate selves in our world.
Oh, okay.
So it has this really interesting plot, which I'm actually a bit scared of, because when Stephen King tries to digress away from horror, you get Dark Tower.
But I mean, the books were good though.
Books were good.
From what I've heard, I've not read them.
This isn't something books.
This isn't something books. But then, we've only gone as far as hearing about the Dark Tower, and when they were talking about the Dark Tower film adaptation, they were like, the books are so good, and there's so many of them. How are they going to turn into movies? So I'm just wondering if it's the same case with the Talisman. If the Talisman is also a good book, and if they're worried about it becoming a movie.
That's true. that's why I have a lot of hesitations with this movie, because it just seems like they're just riding on the name of Stephen King. Stephen King is like the new teen fiction, right? Remember that time in Hollywood when they just kept making teen fiction movies, Divergent,
specifically young adult dystopian. Starring a white girl.
A white girl, exactly.
Who's being fought over by two white guys.
Yeah, exactly. You got Twilight.
Yeah.
He's not really white.
Native American.
Native American, whatever.
Yeah.
You got Divergent.
Yeah.
You got also Maze Runner, but he was a guy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's one. Yeah. And then you also got
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, that's a good one. Fault in Our Stars, that is not.
Nope.
Two guys though. Oh no, it's one guy. No.
One guy.
Okay.
One illness.
One illness.
There you go.
Still a team.
That should have been the tagline. Fault in Our Stars.
One
man, one illness.
He also has half a leg, so you can put that in.
Jeez. Wait, he has half a leg?
Oh, you don't watch the movie?
I read the book.
Oh. Yeah,
Augustus Waters has half a leg?
Yeah, in the movie they had a sex scene, and I just thought, he has half a leg.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he has half a leg, and he has a cigarette. See, we watch our movies.
Definitely. That's true. We do watch our movies. But
so again, I'm just pointing this out. Really hesitant about this because I don't know, Stephen King. There's so much movies out. Have you seen Gerald's Game? That was out on Netflix, and then I heard there are other movies in the work, but they're horror. So now The Talisman's coming out, and it's a fantasy.
Okay.
So I would rather them not put Stephen King's name on it and just put The Talisman.
Oh, because you think that putting Stephen King's name on it would kind of have these expectations, and then
kind of like M. Night Shyamalan. If you put M. Night Shyamalan's name, there's a twist.
Okay.
And then you get After Earth.
It comes with a certain expectation, but then I guess it all just depends on who's directing and how they're gonna handle it. Because with It, Everyone was. I mean, I don't think a lot of people thought it was gonna suck.
Yeah.
Because
actually.
straight from the trailers, they're like, "Yo, this looks pretty sick," and it looks really good, it was really good.
I thought Dark Tower would be good.
I
haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, in true something movies fashion.
That's one.
Yeah.
We count the movies you haven't seen that we mentioned.
There's a lot. There's a lot
one.
now. There's a long list. But then, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how it's gonna go. It's really one of those things where it can go either way because there's evidence that supports it being good, and there's also evidence that will, that'll tell us that it's probably not gonna be good. But again, it's ultimately up to who's gonna handle it and how they're gonna treat the whole thing. Because with it, they are actually spreading it out a couple of movies.
Oh yeah,
which
definitely.
allows them to interpret the book a lot better and get the details in, important details. And with the Dark Tower, they condense like 5 or 6 books in one movie, and it's just like, how do you do that without losing your audience? And
the premise was so it was fantasy. It was very fantastical. So I was just blown away with, wow, Stephen King can actually go this genre. It's just a shame that they weren't able to translate it in the movie. So I don't know. Hoping Talisman would be good because the book reviews, I don't know, Goodreads said it was pretty good.
Goodreads.
Yeah, Goodreads.
They said it was a good read.
It was a good read.
There you go. Well, if ever you're worried about the Talisman, we have a solution for you. Read a book.
That's good. Yeah, just don't watch the movie and don't be listen to this podcast. I don't know.
No, listen to this podcast. Just
read the book. Sorry.
Read the book as well. So that about does it for your real movie news. Yeah.
And I know that you have something.
Yeah, we're gonna shift the tone to something more serious now.
Yep.
This has been going on apparently for quite some time, but only recently has it come to light and to the public because of all these actresses coming forward.
Right.
Big time producer Harvey Weinstein, he has been in charge of so many movies. He was the guy who helped make Good Will Hunting, the film.
Okay.
He also helped a lot of these Oscar-nominated, Oscar-winning films come to light. He has been accused by several women actresses, women in the industry, as high profile as Angelina Jolie, to Cara Delevingne, to
I just know there's one girl from Triple X, like the first one.
Asia Argento. There you go. Thank you very much. They have all come forward with stories of sexual harassment and sexual abuse coming from Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
And apparently this has been going on for quite some time. It goes all the way back to, his earlier years. And we just want to say that we are with these actresses. We stand with them.
Yeah.
And we completely...
Fuck
you, Harvey Weinstein.
Fuck you,
Jesus.
you dick.
Seriously,
Did you hear the recording? Like when that girl, the actress,
the model, right? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was what the
There's a
fuck's
lot
going on there?
there's a lot of it going around, and we highly suggest that you do read up on it just so you're aware of how horrible and how deep this gets.
Yeah, and it's sad because it's actually the whole concept of Hollywood being this type of industry. This is what makes it that type of industry,
Exactly.
when it comes to these type of people, because you hear horror stories of auditions, girls coming in with high hopes and then them being taken advantage of, and you see somebody like Harvey Weinstein. I researched on him. He actually even executively produced Project Runway, but they took his name out from there. And then I think now he's asking for help for anyone. But dude,
he's been fired from his own company.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting what he deserves, and hopefully justice does get served. And also the bravery of all these women coming forward. It's not easy to come forward with stories like this. So
exactly.
It's just we have the utmost respect for these women, and of course we really don't want to see this happen anymore.
Yeah, our hearts go out to each and every one of the people who have been victimized by this guy.
Exactly. And you and it makes you think back of how many other big time names have been doing this. And the one name I can think of is Michael Bay.
Oh God.
Megan Fox was talking to the press just way back and talked about all of her horror experiences with Michael Bay and how for her Transformers audition, he made her wash his car. And he filmed her doing it. That was her audition.
Are you serious?
And so it kind of makes you wonder, we see this happen in varying degrees, and not a lot of people do much about it. And it's just kind of scary knowing, okay, there's Harvey Weinstein. He's a high-profile executive producer, and some of these high-profile actresses come forward. But what about the ones that are not so popular that don't
have a voice to actually do that?
So it's just terrifying to think of, and it makes us uneasy, and it's not something to digest easily. But we are glad that
people are coming forward and
and it's headed in this direction. So something movies would just like to solidify our stance on fuck you Harvey Weinstein.
Hashtag fuck you Harvey.
And hopefully you don't get a job ever again and you are ousted from this industry.
I just hope that it stops here because I don't know. This is okay because he's a high profile executive producer, right? What about the no names that you don't get to hear
no one will quote unquote care about if they're forward, if they're like put forward.
Yeah, so it's just it breaks my heart. Like it's a really sad story, and I just hope that justice will be served.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know.
This is just a tragic story, but we will be giving updates, of course, as the weeks come by, because it is, we can't ignore this. As a movie podcast, we can't just, separate this from...
I think it's people of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Not just the movie podcast, but also, people. We are not obligated, but, we want to do this because it is the right thing to do. So, that is that, and that is your Real Movie News. Mm-hmm. We will be back in just a bit with Trailer of the Week, but first, a very terrifying phone call from our sponsor.
Oh, now you want a word? Okay, you know what? I got a word for you. How about the word professionalism? Because obviously, this word is something you two don't have. So stop feeding me excuses and just give me my goddamn money.
And welcome back to Something Movies, a film podcast for all you filthy casuals and average shows.
So... Okay, the reason why we're very anxious here is because we're going to do a very special trailer of the week.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because usually we feature 2 trailers, one from me, one from Poch, but we just can't ignore this. The fact that the full official trailer for Star Wars The Last Jedi released just earlier this week.
And we made a promise to ourselves that we were going to avoid all trailers to Star Wars because we wanted to come in it with, just blank slate, just get really blown away with the movie itself.
Seeing everything for the first time. Mm-hmm. But then we realized, we're on a film podcast.
Yeah, we have to. One of us has to bite the bullet here.
We are journalists.
We're journalists, exactly.
No, we're not.
God damn, you 8 viewers better love this.
Yeah, I know. We're doing this for you guys, and it's not going to be easy. So what we have devised is that we will have our executive intern, Tina.
Tina, please say something for the fans. Okay.
Flip a coin.
Yep.
She'll flip a coin. And how's this going to work?
Okay.
So, if I call heads...
you don't have to watch the trailer.
Okay, yeah. So if it's correct what we call...
Yeah, then you don't have to watch the trailer. Okay. Then whoever will watch the trailer will watch it across... We're going to sit across each other, and the one who's going to narrate is the one watching the reactions. Of the one watching the trailer.
And so we'll be flipping the coin live while recording, and...
I'm so nervous, man. I'm really nervous.
Okay, all right. So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, sir. Yeah, let's just shake hands. It's a handshake.
Okay, this is going to be good. Okay, we'll call it in the air.
Sure.
Now, how about we rock, paper, scissors? Who gets to call it?
Race to 3?
No. Let's just okay. Yeah. Wait, are we doing bato pick or just one?
Bato pick.
Okay. Okay, I get to call it.
Okay.
All right.
Just pull out the Band-Aid.
All right. We are about to flip the coin.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Tails.
Tina, what is it?
Tails.
Oh, you have to watch it, Poch. Oh, I called Tails. The coin said Tails, and now Poch has to watch the trailer in 720p HD. I'm gonna be, considerate.
You know what? I'll do
Star
this for
Wars,
you guys.
The Last Jedi. Here you go.
I'm
man.
actually
it's
okay.
Ready.
Before coming into this, I'm actually a little excited and a little bit nervous. Here we go.
Oh man. Tina, thank you.
I hate you, Tina.
Thank you so
suck.
much. All right, here we go.
Here we
Poch
go.
is about to press play. He's got the headphones on. And oh, it's not audio. It's audio playing.
Hang on.
The headphones were not properly inserted. Okay. Whew. Almost. I
was like, what?
I heard a voice talking, but I'm pretty sure it's not a spoiler because there will be voices.
Oh, good.
I just got to remove my phone case.
I was scared for you because if we both get spoiled,
then this is all for naught.
It's all for nothing.
It's all for nothing.
All right, here we go.
Ready, man?
I'll tell you what's on the other side after this. Here we go. Oh, geez, I opened up a new video.
All right,
it's happening all live.
Hold on.
Wait for it to load.
Okay.
720p.
We're just making sure the quality's. Poch has pressed play, and now I'm watching his face, and all right, he looks very determined. He's looking very intensely. He seems to be touching the screen a lot. He's tilting his head. this is a play-by-play of the trailer. He's looking very serious. He's furrowing his brow a bit. Oh, he just got shocked by something, and he said, "What the?" Oh no. Oh, he's tilting his head. He's thinking. He's theorizing. This is why we didn't want to watch the trailer, because apparently they show a lot of things that will make you figure out certain points of the plot and possible twists. He just gasped. He's looking very focused. Oh dear. I see light like reflecting against his eyes. He's got goosebumps. Is it wrong that I kind of feel bad that I wasn't picked? Because I've been wanting to watch this trailer for quite some time. By quite some time, I mean just a couple of days ago.
Fuck.
You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. I did not have to narrate that. Oh, he is just watching. Oh, I'm not sure if that fuck was like, fuck, I just got spoiled, or fuck, that was awesome. But either way, that was a fuck.
You bitch. You did not just do that.
Oh no. Oh no. He just called someone a bitch in the trailer. And he said, "I cannot believe you just did that." Okay.
This trailer's 2 minutes 30. What the?
Our first rule, one of our biggest rules in Trailer of the Week, is that if a trailer is longer than 2 minutes, then avoid it. And it's 30 seconds above our rule. And oh dear, I'm hearing a bit of the soundtrack through the headphones. Oh man. Well, we're gonna get his thoughts after. He's not gonna describe it in full detail, but we are gonna get his thoughts. That's a long ass trailer. I miss having Poch on the podcast.
Fuck.
Oh. Is it
there
done?
Any more with this spoiler fest? God damn it! I hate you, Tina.
Okay,
whatever we're paying you, we're not gonna pay you that.
we have Poch back from the other side. He just watched the Star Wars: The Last Jedi trailer. Without giving away any details, I have a couple of questions for you.
Okay, sure. Please shoot.
Do you think there was anything from the trailer that they should have left out?
Okay. I felt like it lasted for so long that, again, it was very vague, I have to admit. And I'll admit, I think they're throwing a MacGuffin. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll look at this, but there's something
else.
Yeah, something else. Because
like what they did in the first trailer.
Yeah, like when Finn's the Jedi, but no.
It's
so I feel like they're trying to set something up, but they're gonna just pull something from under the rug.
Okay.
But there are some scenes there where I'm gonna watch out for. I'm like,
oh no,
damn it!
Oh no!
You know how you said Ghost Protocol was like the best trailer ever, one of the best trailers you've seen?
Ghost Protocol,
Mission
like
Impossible.
for Mission Impossible. Yeah, that was good.
Because it was quick cuts, all that.
Yeah.
This one honestly has a lot of hype, and I'm kind of glad I watched it because I was thinking maybe I should, and maybe I should be like sheep and just watch it because I think there was an article, I should have read this, but there's an article that's out that they want to misdirect the audience to do something. So I'm gonna actually, this is really interesting because I want to do a like right away after we watch the movie, we should record something because you're coming in it with no nothing state, just like and I have my own my
preconceived
ideas on what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So I want to see who's gonna have the better experience because I think what? Okay, so this is what Last Jedi is about. Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for taking that bullet, man. Not voluntarily. Thanks to Tina.
You're smiling so. Shut up, Tina. Shut up.
Oh man. But ultimately,
you know what?
Did you have a good time watching it? Was that an enjoyable experience for you?
Okay, you watched the first trailer, right?
The teaser, yeah.
Yeah, just leave it there. You don't have to watch this one. No, for me, maybe it's part of the movie-going experience. Maybe we had to get swerved. We have to get swerved like this. I'm just hoping we have to get swerved like this.
Yeah, okay.
Because there is some points there where I'm like, really? You could have left that out. I know they wanted to end it in like a no, you know how like.
But what they could have done without.
Honestly, I think they could have ended it like 30 seconds before.
So like just keep it 2 minutes flat.
Yeah, 2 minutes flat. Seriously,
go.
guys, come on.
Right. Well, that was for you guys. Better appreciate it.
Yeah,
all 7 of you.
Better appreciate this, guys, because I feel so spoiled now.
Oh no. Well, we'll see what happens come December when Star Wars: The Last Jedi comes out. Thank you very much, Poch.
Oh, for sure, for the fans,
Definitely.
And you called it in the air.
And that about
does
does
it. You sure
it
that wasn't a head?
for a trailer.
Pretty sure.
of the week. We'll be back with Wait, You Mean You Haven't Seen right after another very, very angry and threatening, possibly illegal phone call from our sponsor.
Okay, you know what? I got this. I'm a professional. I can pull this off. Something Podcast is brought to you by this word. And the word is back. So, Poch Renzo, until you pay me, you better watch your back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Something Movies podcast. It is the last part of our show, and we will leave you with, wait, you mean you haven't seen Kingsman? The Golden Circle?
Wait, you mean you haven't seen Mother?
Yeah,
As an exclamation point.
Exactly.
So you got to say it like that.
So it is this part of the show where we actually coach you in what to say if you're stuck in a conversation with your friends, family, or whoever your loved ones are, if you haven't seen that specific movie. So you don't want to be like a social outcast.
Yeah, you don't want to be left out of the conversation.
Mm-hmm. And I personally feel like this is a talent me and Renzo have.
Yeah.
We were able to go through how many years of not watching The Godfather and still make references
yeah,
like crazy?
so many of these film staples while still making it seem like we know our shit.
Tina, who directed Citizen Kane?
Orson Welles. Yeah.
It's Dave Grohl. I'm just kidding. Trick question, you passed. Okay, you're
Okay.
entered for the day.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's
yeah.
basically it. The movie I picked was Kingsman Golden Circle because that just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Mother is... I haven't seen that actually.
Okay,
so
perfect.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
All right.
So to start things off, Kingsman The Golden Circle. You've seen this, right?
Yes, I've seen this.
Okay, so this is the sequel to Kingsman The Secret Service. They're back and it's bigger and badder than ever, okay? So if you haven't seen this movie, please watch it. I personally love it.
It was so much fun.
It was a really fun romp.
There's so many people who are like, well, the story and characters weren't as good as the first one.
why are they going here when they're supposed to go there?
Yeah.
And then, everything was just everywhere.
Just like have fun for once in your life.
Please,
Enjoy
okay?
things.
Just have a gay old time. Just
Exactly.
watching Kingsman.
There you go.
So the one thing you can actually bring up is the fact. Okay, this isn't a spoiler, but Colin Firth is back.
Yeah, it's pretty. You see it in the trailer.
Yeah, so this isn't a like oh no, like it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
So the one thing you can bring back is you can go into the conversation saying, you know what, I had some hesitations them bringing back Colin Firth because he got his head shot off.
That's true.
He got shot. You saw it, and he was dead. But he was brought back in this movie. Just say how they handled it perfectly, because going out of the movie, you're like, that does make sense. Okay, Colin Firth, he's back as a Kingsman.
And it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like cheated. you
Yeah,
know?
it's not some
Like
deus.
forced.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't exactly forced. Right? A deus. I was thinking
A
deus.
douche ex machina.
Deus.
Deus.
Hey, I know that's a movie. So that is something you can bring up. Also, you can bring back. Hey, you know what? They kind of topped off that church scene with the finale. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if ever I was going to use this in a conversation.
Sure, it'll go something like this. So I'll be the one asking you about Kingsman. Okay, cool.
Here we go.
Okay, and action. Renzo, what's up?
Hey, Poch, what's
Yo,
up, man?
All right, awesome. So have you seen Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Liar.
Why are you lying?
You don't even see
Stop
the movie.
lying to
Just stop
yourself.
it. What did you
Yeah,
think of it, man? It was, right? Gay old time. So good.
Yeah, you know, like I was kind of like hesitant because I was like, wait, they're bringing back Colin Firth? Kind of didn't make sense because, you know, he's like pretty much dead in the last one, but then they handled it perfectly. It didn't feel like cheap. It didn't feel like forced. It was just like, it made sense and I didn't feel upset or frustrated.
Get out of my head. I was thinking the exact same thing because I came out of that movie like, oh man, Colin Firth, he's a Kingsman now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was really sad he was gone.
Exactly.
But goddamn, dude, those suits and those
suits. And like, you know what? I really, this might be a controversial opinion.
Okay.
But I really think they topped the church scene with the finale.
No, because they really did.
They really did.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
You've seen the movie.
You believe me.
Yes.
You believe me.
End of conversation.
End of conversation.
Exactly. So there you go.
There you go.
That's what you do.
That's how it's going to go.
Very clean, no spoilers, none of that. So just in and out, right there.
There you go. Poch, you mean you haven't seen Mother?
Yeah. Like, it has to be that fast. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Lowercase m.
Exclamation point.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
film directed by Darren Aronofsky, of course, the guy responsible for all the disturbing memories from Requiem for a Dream. He's back with Mother, a movie starring Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. Also Ed Harris and what's her face? Not old lady.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you very much, Tina.
No, she didn't help out. That was me. Don't thank her.
So
she made me watch Star Wars.
This has been a film that has, heavily debated as whether it's really good or really bad.
I've seen a lot of
Very polarizing opinions, and it's also being talked about a lot by a lot of the film circles. So you will most likely have someone approach you and be like, wait, oh my gosh, you haven't seen Mother?
with the glasses. Oh my gosh, how dare you? How dare you? Oh my gosh.
So if you get into this conversation, not sure what to do,
I need tips badly.
first thing you can mention is how there was no score.
Really?
There was
no score. So that whole trailer thing, the one with the violin.
Yeah.
None of that. Wow.
There was no score in the film.
Okay.
You can be like, you know what? Darren Aronofsky purposely left out a score in most of the movie because he didn't want to guide the audience to how to feel. You can say that he just wanted to let Jennifer Lawrence's acting do the rest, and of course, exposition do the rest. He didn't want to spoon feed you the emotions with music cues. He wanted you to form the emotions by yourself. And second thing you can say is that the third act goes 0 to 100.
0 to 100 real quick.
Real quick to the point where you're like, what is happening? What's going on? And when you find out what the film is actually about, it's like, whoa.
Question though, don't you think that's gonna when I say like it goes 0 to 100 real quick? Don't you think? Yeah. Don't you think that's gonna invite to spoiler territory? Or
you know what? That's actually a fair point. So what you can do is you can be like, whoosh. In case people around us haven't seen it.
Yeah, from previous. Yeah, we're going to call back for previous.
Yeah,
Get Out.
We give you a contingency plan in case they start getting into spoiler territory. You can be like, shh, no, like,
guys, be mindful, man.
Yeah. What if somebody here hasn't seen it? Or the good old fashioned.
Get out, book it.
Run.
Okay.
Book it the other direction. Just run. Don't say anything. And yeah. So, is this how a conversation is going? You want to try it out?
All right, sure. If it comes to that point, I'll just make random noises like.
Yeah.
When the, and then, okay, cool. Let's try that. Okay,
all right.
cool.
So here we go. Start of scene now. Yo, Poch, what's up, man?
Long time no
It's
see.
been a while, dude.
Been
what's
a
up?
long time.
Okay, so I saw this movie recently in the cinemas. Mother. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Mother, that one.
Yeah, with exclamation point.
Yeah. No, he's lying. I'm sorry. Why am I lying?
Don't lie. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, did you notice that this is actually the only movie I think I've seen that had no score? Yeah, apparently Darren Aronofsky used this technique, this sound technique, so it won't direct audience how to feel, just relying on Jennifer Lawrence's brilliant acting and just the exposition of the shots. It just carries the entire movie. So yeah.
I didn't even notice that, dude. This is like brand new information.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. And oh man,
makes sense.
The third act, it goes 0 to 100, dude, real quick.
Tell me about it.
When that scene, I can't even
I legit did not believe what I was watching.
Yeah, I know. Just can we not? Because we're in a public place, and I don't want.
I agree with you because I don't even want to say it out of my mouth because it's just dude, I know what you're talking about.
Like that. Just
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, good lord.
It was just horrifying, and there was just like so much of that going on.
It's really good seeing you though.
Really good. You've seen the movie. I believe you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know enough to know that you've seen it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You've seen. I believe you.
End of conversation. See?
There you go. It's that easy.
Yeah, see?
It's that easy.
Just try to mimic a gag effect.
Also, he was doing like all these hand movements and stuff.
Just do like, oh god, like the last scene. Whoa.
And then it helped so much.
Yeah, it helped so much because they get it. And I just did that, and like I read from Renzo, like, oh, that was part of the movie.
Yeah, so that hopefully helps you out, serves as a guide to keep you afloat, your pool floaties, to help keep you afloat when it comes to conversations about both Kingsman, The Golden Circle, and Mother! So, that about does it for this week's Something Movies. Hopefully,
we're back, baby.
Hopefully, Tina doesn't delete this episode.
I hope not.
Hopefully,
oh my
it gets
God,
to you guys
Tina.
safe and fine.
Tina.
And we'll see you guys again next week. Ya filthy casuals.